Lancashire's batsmen produced their best on the first day of their latest LV County Championship match against an under-strength Somerset side in Taunton, with Stephen Croft leading the way with an undefeated 100. Glenn Chappell won the toss and batted to take advantage of a Somerset attack ravaged by injury, but they lost Paul Horton to the fifth ball of the match, leg before to Vernon Philander without playing a shot. Lancashire came back to the ground where they won the championship title last summer on the back of two successive defeats, but Carl Brown and Stephen Moore knuckled down without ever really dominating this weakened Somerset attack. With no Kirby, Hussain, Thomas or Dibble available, 18-year-old Craig Overton was chosen ahead of his twin brother James to make his debut. His first ball was smashed to the fence by Moore. Lancashire was still made to work hard for their runs in the first hour or so, but steadily they made progress, with both Moore and Brown putting in their best effort so far this summer. Brown was warming to his task in the second hour of the morning. Moore hadn't passed 20 in any first-class innings thus far, but he made the most of Overton's inexperience by pulling him for a 6. Brown reached his 50 before lunch with his 8th 4, but before he'd added another run, he was leg before to Lewis Gregory at 97 for 2. Moore was out 3 short of his own 50 to the first ball after lunch, and then Somerset missed an opportunity to get on top as acting Somerset skipper James Hildreth juggled but couldn't hold on to an edge offered by Ashwell Prince. It was to prove to be an important miss, as Prince, who was on 7 at the time, then began to look at his very best. He'd been joined by Croft, a man who will forever remember this ground as he struck the winning runs to take Lancashire over the line last September. And he was soon making the most of an excellent batting surface as he swatted George Dockrell over the boundary for a maximum. Runs started to come at a very good lick as both Croft and Prince began to really enjoy themselves in putting on a very good score on the board for the first time this season. Indeed, Prince took 20 off 1 over from Dockrell, who was getting no help from the pitch with his left-arm spinners. Those missing bowlers were certainly being missed as this pair started to build a substantial 4th-wicket partnership. An exquisite cover drive took Prince to his fine 50. That was his 5th 4 to go with 1-6, which took him to his half-century off 78 balls. The South African was showing what a quality player he is. So too Croft, who also went to a 50. His had been slightly slower, made off 86 deliveries. He struck 6 4s and a maximum. As tea approached, Lancashire were dominating. Croft swept Dockrell for another 6 as his side moved towards 250 for the first time this season, still with only 3 men back in the pavilion. Building partnerships has not been easy for anyone so far this year, but by tea, this pair had already added 150, and they were not about to stop there. Over the years, lots and lots of batsmen have enjoyed their time at Taunton, and although the pitches offered these days are not as flat and batsman friendly as they used to be, the men with a willow in their hands do on occasions find life very palatable once they are in, and Prince and Croft were the latest to find that out. Croft in particular was timing his shot superbly as he moved towards a brilliant 100. A sprinted single took him there for the first time this summer off his 153rd delivery. His partnership with Prince had realised 208 runs in only 49 overs, but that was brought to an end by Overton. Prince would have thought that this well-timed flick would have been good enough to take him to his own 100, but instead he found Nick Compton, who clung on at mid-wicket to remove the South African for 96. Philander was mighty close to pegging Croft back with the second new ball as well. But it was to be Croft's day as he cut the next ball to the boundary for his 11th 4 on what was another day for him to cherish in Taunton. He found yet more good support from Gareth Cross before the close as Lancashire put their early season difficulties behind them with an excellent day. They ended it in a very strong position on 363 for 4, made well in excess of 4 runs per over against this largely untested home attack. Croft will go again on the second day on 113 not out, needing just another 10 runs for the best innings of his career. Somerset, second best for much of the opening day, will do well to stop him.